Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial of our software testing bootcamp where we are learning the fundamental concepts of software testing. Today we'll be stepping into the next chapter, which is chapter 6, talking about manual versus automation testing. And here we'll get some glimpse of what exactly the difference between manual and automation is all about, and how a test engineer needs to possess certain specific skills in order to perform them in the reality. At the same time, we will be breaking this entire chapter into two parts: 6.1 manual testing, 6.2 automation testing. And today we will be getting started with 6.1 manual testing to talk about the same. To talk about manual testing, it's really a very interesting thing to understand that a lot of users today, when they are talking about being a QA, are quite often known as a manual tester. Now, what does this manual stands for? Doing it yourself, right? Manual could even sound like doing a lot of yourself, the hard work and effort. But we generally do not look forward to reflect that it's a hard effort which a test engineers put. It's more of like a smart work which we are trying to promote here, and would like to address that manual testing is not something to say that testers are doing a job of mason and putting that hard work all together. So we look forward to have a different naming convention here called as interactive testing. And manual or interactive testing is basically an approach where you as a test engineer directly interact with the system. There's no other interfaces in between. You have an application and you are a test engineer and you're directly interacting with the system, having your direct connection with the product and trying to work on it and evaluating the functionalities. And that's what you refer to as the manual, or I would rather prefer to say it's a tool-less training, all right? Tool-less activity or tool-less testing, where you don't take help of any sort of tool or support to perform the necessary test. Now here the individual is personally involved in interacting the system and adds a lot of value to the overall testing, because we do understand and accept at this point of time that a human mind is always capable of doing beyond instructions, right? Doing beyond instructions is right, which is not limited. Though if we are given the instructions that perform this task, I would also keep an eye on what's happening sideways, right? What's happening otherwise when these instructions are being followed, or if these instructions are denied. What is the error message on the screen? What are the deviations? What are the alternative paths? What kind of pop-ups appear, right? We observe them. But there are certain scenarios where a manual tester would be directly involved in these kind of interactions and observing them, but a tool may not be capable of doing that until unless instructed. If you have provided necessary instructions to the tool to capture these unwanted pop-ups or what happened on the screen, taking a screenshot, until unless instructed, the tool will not be doing that. But manual in execution, the personal interaction with the system, will do without even the instructions. Right? That's the capability of human minds, which can pretty much do a lot of interactive work at the same time. Although when we talk about the time being consumed, given that it takes your personal effort and interaction to perform all the tests, it certainly consumes more time when compared with the automation. Automation could be quick, but manual testing consumes a lot of time because you have to do every single activity yourself, just like a real user, right? Now, putting that again in the context of manual testing, it is not expected to be accurate or precise when compared to a robot, because a machine is capable of doing things precisely, accurately to meet exact information what you may need. But at this point, a manual tester, being a human interacting with the system, may not be accurate to certain decimal values. But the point is, their observations are too precise. But if you talk about how long did you take to confirm or execute this particular test, then I may not be precise on my timeline stating that I took 3.4967 seconds, right? Because I'm not a robot. I would rather say I took around approximately 5 minutes. to perform this test. Now, considering that you're not even accurate, you're not precise, you might be calculating things in a different manner too. So these could be considered as some of the limitations of the manual interactive executions of test or testing a system. Also, there are various scenarios where automation tool doesn't exist. So let's talk about some of the positive side of it. When manual testing is only the option for you, because sometimes you do the global search and you realize and find out that there are no tool support available for certain specific applications or certain specific platforms. So in some cases, the tools are existing for that particular level of testing, but may not be supporting a particular language, particular platform, particular environment, or the application altogether. The UI UX are built so dynamic that the automation tools may not be able to support. So it could be a challenging task always to think about that when we have automation, why we have to do manual testing. No, it's not necessary that automation is going to support you everywhere. The manual has its own significance and automation has its own applicability at certain specific points where you look forward to add value. That's it. But manual, a human cannot be replaced. A human mind is always creative, innovative, and diversified in terms of evaluating a product. Also, given some time, manual testing can result in great outputs of the test process. For example, we do understand one of the limitation is that it is a time-consuming process. So given that if you have a little bit of time and you want to perform the manual test execution, then it can result in great outputs because a human mind is creative and capable of producing amazing outcomes. At the same time, when you're talking about the key capabilities or skill set, what a test engineer needs to possess in order to perform manual testing is, of course, the knowledge of writing test cases, because here doing it manually would require you to have the knowledge of how to write the formal test cases, how to document the reports, how to log information about every single test being executed, right? How to transform a particular requirement into the test cases, because here you're not using automation, considering that you're writing some formal documented test cases. Also, a great knowledge of interacting with the system. Just because you know how to write test cases, it does not mean that you can interact with the system. You should know how to test the system. You should know how to approach an application, how to interact with the product, how to perform certain activities, what are the ethical and non-ethical ways of interacting with the system, because ethically a user would prefer to do that, and at some point maybe a user will never expect to do that, right? So you don't really have to perform such test cases which are unrealistic in nature and waste a lot of your time on top of the manual way of doing it. Thinking beyond the steps is another capability which a manual tester needs to possess, because you are not robots. If you are performing manual testing, you're just not limited to the execution of test cases. You must be having a capability to look forward to add more and more value from a common execution as well. Also, being aware of the test techniques which we need to apply in order to derive efficient number of test cases. Also, the use of the test management tools. Being a manual tester, you are not limited to only your test cases. You will be a part of certain specific test tools which you will be utilizing or using to manage your resources. So some of the test management tools will exist in your process and you will need to use them by documenting your information. And at the same time, don't forget, given that it takes a little bit longer time than the automation, so patience is the most important thing which a manual test engineer needs to possess for sure. Because if you are not patient, I think you would be quitting the very next day, right? So given these qualities, given these characteristics, manual testing is having its own benefit, having its own abilities to give you the best outputs on the testing of an application and returning you the quality product altogether. So that's all from this particular tutorial, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video, team, and happy learning.